Yo, what's good? It's your boy Thingz. So today's gonna be a slight addition to this video here that I made for you guys the other day. I've just had a couple of people point out the fact that I either skimmed over a couple of things or the end result that I'm explaining is not really sort of making sense to them. So because of that, I decided that yeah, we're gonna add to it a little bit more. So we started off that video with the overlay of the mural and how that overlay of the mural led us to the Arturus camp. So what I mean, right, is you've got Polito Bay, the sunken UFO next to it, and then the jetpack shadow that shows up, right? So that, and then obviously the top of the mountain and the symbols that tell us to be at the top of the mountain, whatever. So that tells us that this overlay is correct, right? Because this position is correct along with the Polito position and the sunken UFO position. So what I want you guys to understand that I was trying to point out in that video was that we weren't ever meant to find a jetpack. This is what we were meant to be looking for. Now, I know that might disappoint some of you guys or throw some of you guys off, saying that I'm wrong, which is fine. It's fair enough. But honestly, guys, like, I say this because I want to put an end to people just making clickbait videos and deluding people when people haven't really understood step one in the first place, and that was to understand this thing. So what I made mention of in that video is that this takes us to Mackenzie Airfield where we have Jack Sheep, and Jack Sheep led us to the Cockatier. So here we have the Cockatier and we have someone portraying Joker. Therefore, this is a portrayal of Batman as a jetpack man, which is why they put the bat here with this jetpack man. Then I go on to explain about how there was a specific Batman that we were meant to look at, which was Michael Keaton, and he played in Need for Speed alongside Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul's face appears on the mountain underneath the cracked egg zigzag path that I showed you, and that Wispy has showed you as well. Now, they changed it to this, which is the rooster. Okay, a lot of people don't realize is that Claude Speed's nickname was Rooster. So that gives us the assumption that Aaron Paul is going to play as Claude Speed in the next game. Now, there are more things that point to this, and that's what I'm explaining in all of these videos. There's subjects here that I haven't broached that I will, and there's subjects here that I haven't broached that I won't. One subject in particular is Back to the Future. We'll talk about that in the next video, but those clues are pointing to the fact that we're going to go back to an older GTA game that had a futuristic timeline that featured Claude Speed. And now GTA 6 is coming back to that timeline, hence going back to the future. We'll delve into that deeper, but that's essentially solidifying again why we're saying that the answer to this thing is coming. It's not here yet. It's coming. And that's why they've been giving you DLC things like jetpacks and cracked eggs and UFOs, because they're pointing to the fact that these things are in a future product. Not necessarily a future DLC, but a future product. And that's why this motherfucker is important.